This video's objective is to be able to graph an equation of a line using a table of values. And so when we are graphing a line, for example, y equals 2x plus 1, we want to create a table of values that's preferably on the grid provided, especially if you're taking an exam. And so you want to choose whole numbers that are small and around the origin. If there's no fraction to worry about, I usually just pick like 0, 1, and 2. Now you can choose any three numbers right here, but obviously you want it to fit on the grid. So I like to pick smaller numbers that are easy to work with. Now to get our outputs, we simply plug these inputs into our rule. So y equals 2 times 0 plus 1. That's just equal to 1, so there's my output. Y is equal to 2 times 1 plus 1. That's 2 plus 1, which is 3. And then lastly, y is equal to 2 times 2 plus 1. And this is 4 plus 1, which is 5. So now what I've created are three ordered pairs. So 0, 1 is my first point. 1, 3 is my second point, and then 2, 5 is my last point. You really only need 2 points, but if you're hand drawing a graph, 3 or more is a little bit better. So now I have 3 points. I'm going to go ahead and draw my line. You want to draw arrows at the end to indicate that your line just keeps going on forever. You just plotted a small portion of it. On this example, I'm actually only going to pick 2 points. And the reason is this is given in standard form. What that means is your x and your y are on the same side of the equation. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to first start by picking 0. And when I pick 0 for x, I get this, 3 times 0 plus 4y is equal to 12. Well, this becomes 0, so then I solve 4y is equal to 12, so y is equal to 3. I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And unlike the last example, since this is in standard form, I'm now going to find the other intercept. So I'm going to plug in 0 for y. So I get 3x plus 4 times 0 is equal to 12. Now this becomes 0, and so I have 3x is equal to 12. Divide both sides by 3, and I get x is equal to 4. Oh, and I think I miswrote this right here. I should have written 3. So let me fix that. Okay. And so now I have 2 points to plot. First, I have the y-intercept at 0, 3. And next, I have the x-intercept at 4, 0. So with standard form equations, that's going to be your easiest route. Rather than choosing different values just for x and then you still have to solve the other half of the equation, I can choose 0 for x, 0 for y, and get my two intercepts. And again, 2 points is enough to plot your graph. So I'm going to connect these lines. A little bit hard to do by hand in the digital platform, but you can use a ruler, and there's tools if you're working on ALEKS, a little ruler to use to connect those points a little bit better. But that's all you need to graph a line using tables.